Okay, we're on. We are on. We being me. I am on. I am here. My name is Eric. I'm making a game. It's called the Godkiller. It's a fantastic game. You can't play it yet, but it's going to be really, really good. You won't even believe it. So let's go do a demo of the last bit of work that I completed yesterday. And while I'm trying to demo it, the train is going to make noises. A funny thing is I'm moving to a place where there will be no train noises, but almost all the time airplane noises. So we're going to switch from plane noises to train noises to plane noises. Let us demo. This is the level selector for the game. So if you do a restore is not quite correct. This is a screen you go to revisit any place you've already visited. So you could call it the world map, except I didn't lay it out like a map. I said, let's be linear. Let's just make it go up and down. And yesterday, I add in a sound effect. I'll be quiet so you can hear it. So it's just a little whoop noise, and I raise the pitch if I'm moving faster, and that's all it is. I am noticing a clicking noise, and I think I can get that to go away or to sound better. I can have the whole thing sound better if I just create a pool of audio sources and take the next available audio source from the pool and play that. I think I've already got some code that does that I'm going to pull in. The other thing I'd like to do is make like a gear shifting sound. So if you're moving in one direction, then you go the other way all of a sudden, I would like some kind of clack. Like clack! Just the equivalent of you going from forward to reverse on a car. Which isn't something you ought to do. It'll break the car's transmission if you do it too much. But this durable toy that is the level selector will never break. It will never break. It will just make sounds like you're mistreating it that you can ignore. Just got a text or an email from someone. Gonna check that real quick. It is a text. It's from a sweetie. She's sending me furniture recommendations for the new house that we're going to. I'm not going to reply to that right now. So yeah, I think in this session I can do both things. I'm going to start with the audio pool thing. I'm going to start with the pool of audio sources. The idea is that you won't have to stop the currently playing sound to play a new sound. So when I go slow, there's no need to stop the sound. I did notice the clicking still happening, so I think that may have to be removed with some more EQ filtering. But this other thing where I'm going fast, I think I can make it sound better with audio pooling, so I'm going to try that next. And then, being a little bit ambitious, I'm going to try to also include the gear shifting sound in this one session. We'll see how I do. Once I say it, I'll go crazy trying to get it done in the amount of time I gave myself. Okay. Let us exit demo mode and go to coding mode. It's time to code. It's time to code. It's time to code. I already wrote some code that's relevant to this. I want to see how well I could just reuse it. Audio point pool. Let me open that. That's also going to need, well, maybe that works on its own. Let me see if that has any compilation errors. There's an older project that had the entire game in it, and I'm slowly copying things over to this new project as needed. I won't go into why exactly, but basically there's a whole mess of source already written, and I'm kind of moving it over carefully into the new project. And this is one of them. So let me see. Audio point pool is a mono behavior. Since I'm having to think about this, and this is even code that I wrote, I'm gonna add in some comments on what a person should do to make use of it, and that person is me, but I've already forgot how to use it, so I might as well add just a brief description here, because this will come up again. I think it's add component to a game object. We're the public members. The game to geo with. No, okay. Okay, so it also needs this audio point prefab. Why did I do that? Why did I say I need a prefab? Oh, that's for instancing, I think. Okay, so create a prefab usage. That may suffice. Okay, are there any static members? Public statics? Oh, I do have public statics. Okay. Okay. Add audio point pool behavior to a game object. There can only be one in each scene because of the static public members in their assumptions for call public static methods from other code that wants to play audio with pool. Okay. That's not bad. Let me see if I can recreate this now. So, let's see, do I want the hallway or the hallway selector? Maybe neither one. Let me just create its own thing. So rename audio point pool. Okay, inside, let's see. So audio point pool. Okay. I'll have the default position be wherever the camera is. Okay, let's create the audio point prefab. Add component. Audio source. No play on the wake. Okay. So then I need to put this in some sensible place. Do have audio. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so now I've got a prefab there, and I can take this prefab and I can drag it over to here. How many do I want in the pool? Let's go with 8. And I can delete this guy here since I only needed it to make a prefab. Okay, so then go back to where I'm playing audio. Play one. So play. And then I will need a clip. So let's just say clip for now. Volume 1. And then we'll pass the pitch. I don't need to retain the audio source. Just do that. I do need to load in the audio clip though. Let's see, let's do audio. Let's make it public. Public audio clip. One clip. Okay. This is the one. And this other thing is redundant. I no longer need it. No longer need my audio source. So I'm going to use the audio point pool instead, which is a class I made for playing from a number of audio sources. Save everything in case I crash it. Turn off maximize. What if it works the first time? Just playing. Curious if it's actually pulling. It is. It's playing with these. It's got nothing else to play from. Okay, it didn't change the sound of it very much. I mean, I've got confidence that that's the better way to play that sound. I think I've just got to EQ that thing a little bit better, to be honest. So let me do that. There's one that I saw earlier that sounded promising. So I can see that it's the wave is it's not centered. I think that might have to do with the clicking. Let me undo this filter. Just seeing if there's some kind of a fix operation. Because basically I want this to look, I don't know what the terminology is for it, but these peaks and troughs, they're not centered. So like if I could just like move it all up at one time, just like a little bit, that would probably fix it. There's got to be some kind of alright, let me try some of these other things. Okay. It's interesting. This is such a simple wave. Like you can see everything about it right in front of you. It's really just a tiny little bit of time. Oh, center channel of extraction. No. Let me try it. Alright. I doubt that did anything good. What if I made sure that the start of it was at 0? Would that do anything? Is that where the sound comes from? It's so weird to just have this thing be... Like, I can tell you exactly what the speaker's doing. You can picture like the speaker moving, like the little thing in the speaker that compresses air. You can see it going, pulling away from you. Oh, pushing out, pull away, push out. It's like pulling out too much and it's pushing not enough. And it's only doing it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. That's like just such a tiny little sound. I can still hear that little click. What happens if I just fade this a little more? I just kind of wonder, does it have to do with it not ending on 0? Oh my God. I just learned a general principle of audio engineering. Oh, that makes me so happy. I figured it out. You just gotta have like the start and end of it be at 0. That's it. And now it kind of makes sense because here's what's happening. When it goes to the end and it repeats back at the beginning, there's a discontinuous change in air pressure. That was probably the click, but I still don't know why it's clicking inside of Unity. This fixes it, at least if I wanted to make this loopable. But let me see how it plays inside of Unity. So that should update. That should update this bass wobble Did it save it to the right place? File, save as. It looks like. Yeah, paste wobble, save it, replace it. Okay, override it. Okay, are you the new one? Re-import. Okay, that's fine. Now let's see what it sounds like. I got rid of the click! I got rid of the click! And I figured out something brand new about audio engineering. So it's not a real impressive sound, but in game sound effects, there's just a ton of sounds that need to be not too pronounced. They have to be small. Like a footstep. If that footstep is repeating all the time, you don't want like the most perfect and interesting sounding footstep you ever heard. You just want something that's kind of a background noise real quick. Alright, so let me move on to the gear reversal sound. Yeah, I'm just really happy about that. Okay, let's see. First I'll just start out gear shift. It's really just more of a general clack noise. Well, just let me see what comes up for gear shift. Yeah, it's not bad. That's actually not bad. Like the very first one I clicked. Is it possible? Okay, but so I might go and use this with attribution because it's got a real person's name instead of a weird little handle thing. Yeah. Okay. So this South African fellow has put his actual name here. I absolutely don't mind doing attribution if somebody's got their real name. Yeah, this sounds pretty good too, actually. It's got some different sounds that could be used. Huh. Alright, let's hear some more. Too much noise floor. So when there's no sound effect playing, you can hear kind of a high-pitched hum background noise. This is going to have engine stuff too. It's a beautiful recording, but I was looking for shifting by itself. It's a really nice recording though. Noise floor. You can hear the background. It's a good simple sound. I don't know if it gives me anything beyond what I already had in the first one though. Okay, I'll put it there as like an alternate for the first one. sounds cool, but I just want the shifting by itself. And this one says riding through city traffic. I'll skip past that one. I'm skipping past any that don't have a little zero by it as well, unless I see what looks like somebody's full name. That's going to have engine. Let's hear this one. Doesn't sound better than what I've already found. Engine. You can tell if there's going to be engine though. I mean, I should be a little smart. If I just look at the waveform here, if it's got these spikes, that's just a sound surrounded by silence, then it won't have an engine. If it's got a whole bunch of other stuff in there, that's going to have engine. So I might as well skip past all those. I'm just scanning the waveforms now when I look at them. This one, God, this is going to sound horrible, but I'm going to play it anyways. Yeah, so it's distorted. The recording was overwhelmed by all the sound that the Harley was making, apparently. That's why this whole block is all green. Okay. I can tell by just looking at the waveforms. So like this one has some gear shifting, but you can kind of see how this other part where not the sound effect is still up pretty loud. That's going to be background noise. Yeah, it's interesting. I can just tell just by looking at the waveforms. Yeah, okay. So it's just those three sounds. I could go into clanks and clacks if these don't do it, but let's listen to them again. So I'm going whoop, 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 then turn around real fast, and it is. I mean, I don't know about the echo part after. Maybe that's good or not. I don't know. I kind of like that actually. All right. So Jaime Lopez, candidate. I might use that one. No, that's not Jaime Lopez. That's Chemicats, but it's Creative Commons 0, which is effectively public domain. No attribution obligation. So the low-pitched whoomp, it might be a good subtle sound for changing direction. Like I don't have to make a jarring click. Here's what the clicks are. So I can do those too. These are not real great sounding clicks. I mean, nothing wrong with them. They sound very ordinary. It's got a lot of background noise now, and I hear it again. Okay, so I think it's going to be either that or kind of low pitch boom type thing. Let me hear the selection sound again. You know what? I could try them both. Let's download both. Gear shifts from a Toyota Versa versus gear shifts from a bicycle, a mountain bike. Waiting for the download. We're waiting for the download. Waiting for the download. Waiting for the download. Waiting for the download. It's gonna be here. We're gonna be here waiting for the download. Everybody's waiting for the download. Alright, there's the first one. Let's get it edited. Change it to mono. No reason to have a stereo sound effect if you're just going to control the positioning of it anyways. Okay, is there anything better about the first versus the second? I'm going with the second. I can't tell a large difference, but okay. So it also seems here, I've already learned my lesson on this. I am at 0. Good. Starting at 0. Okay. Let me see if I like this any better if I change the pitch on it. Not particularly. Do I want that long echo? I could take off the echo. I could just go. That seems a little bit better to me. Okay, fade that down. Okay, do I want to add effects to it? Not that one. That one's too much. Whereas that one's kind of cool. Okay, let's just go through them. I like robotic. Alright. This seems like a potential sound they could see me through. Let me save it. Let's call it gear shift. Then we go to SFX, gear shift web. Alright. And I need to add code to play the sound. Always selector gets a gear shift clip as well. Gear shift. Alright, I'm gonna do one thing at a time. I was gonna add something else, but I'll come back to it. So the question is, if I was going in one direction, I'm suddenly going in the other. So let's say that if is moving south, play gear shift clip, like a so. I'll say if somebody presses down, the player presses down, and I'm already moving north, then we play gear shift. Okay, so is moving south, is moving north. South means going towards 0, which is a negative number. We'll just say less than 0f. Okay. Although we may want to have a little bit of clearance to it. Yeah, I think we do. Let's say you gotta be going kind of fast to get the gear shift sound, so 1F. Let's try that. Let's move north. Alright, let's try it. Except I gotta do it again because I changed the inspector while it was playing. There's some issues there. There's some issues. Okay. The logic for playing it is wrong. Start with that. The sound is screwed up. I don't know why. Let me double check. If I go... That's what I expect. Okay, and then let me just take out the pitch part. That's one thing, because it was playing like wrong. The next thing is okay, you go up. I said if you're moving south, then play the gear shift. If you're moving north, while you try to go south, play the gear shift. Oh, well, this is a mistake here. Okay, if DZ is less than -1F. Let us try again. See if results are better. I think what I'm hearing is the sound being played multiple times. That speed to get to is a little bit tough to yeah, okay. Okay, so 1F as a threshold is not that great. Just do 0.0. Okay, but the other thing is, I think it's still, it's repeat playing. I know why. Because when you start holding down the key to change direction, it hasn't gotten out of this range where it's going to report is moving south, is moving north. So I need something more like my logic's got to be different here. So I can track. I can track some state. Yeah, I need some state. So let me think. What is the state? always play gear shift if it is first if I just add a cooldown, that would probably do it. I just need a cooldown. That's what it is. Cooldown. Cooldown and playing the sound effect. Okay, so we'll say float. Similar to what I did above. Last play gear shift. See, I don't want to play it more than once in point two tenths of a second, 200 milliseconds. Elapsed greater than play cooldown. Then we play it. Okay, this needs ref. Okay, that's got some chance of working. Okay, so sometimes I'm getting 2 clicks. That's when I'm going pretty fast. And then my deceleration takes longer than the cooldown period. Or my change in direction takes longer than the cooldown period. I could make the cooldown period longer. Let me see what that's like. Let's try half a second. I'm not sure if I like the sound that much. Let me also put this back in. And It's not bad. It's not bad. Maybe the thing is I shouldn't expect to be like extremely impressed with the sound. It's a pretty simple sound. It's too pronounced. I think that's it. It's too pronounced. Let me try the other one that I downloaded. So that would have been the one from Jaime. Alright, again, take sample type and convert it to mono. And let's go through and hear some of these sounds again. Okay, I don't need the clicks. So that's this one's pretty cool. See, I might take more than one of these. So I'll get rid of that. If I do take more than one, then I want it to do all the same processing on them. So I'm going to remove the ones I know I don't want. So I could get some alternates, you know? So instead of just changing the pitch of the sound, I'll actually have distinct sounds. It'll sound a little more realistic. This one I just don't think is enough of anything. So the third one sounds like almost exactly the same as the second. Okay, so let's do a little processing. Maybe I do want to stay down at that level. All right. Do fancy stuff. Let's just try the robot one again. Sounds pretty good. All right. So let's just chop these out. Save selection as. That's easy. say this is, let's see, what's the name of the guy? Jaime Lopez from South Africa. Shift 1. Thank you, Jaime Lopez. Okay, select out the next one. Jaime Lopez, Shift 2. Okay, last one. Jaime Lopez, Shift 3. Why? Oh, wait a minute. So then we go back, and here we go. So let's take this and put it in. Sounds cool. Okay, I know how to make it better. I know how to make it better. Just do 3 alternates. Okay, so we go to here and we say, yeah, it's just really verbose to call them gear shift. So just call them shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, clip. Okay. Then yeah, just do like so that should give me 1 of 3 of those sounds. Let me make sure that the properties are set correctly. Save it. I'm always losing stuff when Unity crashes on me. got a feeling that I could do something with the sound to get a good bounce sound. I'm going to try it. Let me reverse this. No, that doesn't really do it. The reason it doesn't do it is because there's an attack either way. And I thought I would sort of swap it and not get the attack, but there's actually more of an attack if I reverse it. So let me undo that. Now if I go from here. So if I just chop off the attack at the beginning, it should sound a fair amount like a bounce. Let me just try that. I'll just make it a little bit louder because it is a bounce. Normalize. I don't want to add like reverb all the way back into it again. I was thinking I want some kind of difference in that sound though. Just what else can I do with this? I could change the pitch substantially. So I want it to be distinct from the shift sound, but in the same family. All right. So what does this sound like? Do that. Alright, so then I think I might have a clicking problem again. That's fine. That one's fine. Okay, that's all fine. That one's got the click. Let me see what the front of it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so if I just chop it right there, just get it starting at 0. Oops, a little too far. Just get it to start at 0. That is my lesson for the day, for the year, maybe. Okay, if it starts and ends at 0, no fucking click. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing with these. Export the selection, save the selection. I'm going to call this one Jaime Lopez Bounce 1. Save as. Save selection as. Jaime Lopez Bounce 2. And then file. Okay. So all those are there too. Let me get rid of some that I'm no longer using. Delete. WOM. This is the one that I made, which is an example of a sound that's like too much. I mean, it sounds cooler than, but it's just too much to be repeated over and over again. Also, you know what I'll do with it? Because it does sound kind of neat, I'll just contribute it back. Upload sound. Add files. I try to get back. I try. I've got quite a few sounds up here already, actually. But if I'm like using people's sounds and I make something while I'm doing it, yeah, sure. It feels like it's only right for me to throw something back out there. Project audio. And WOM. This isn't a bad sound. Describe the sound. Oh, whoops. I did half of the thing I need to do to upload it. Upload. What? Come on. Come on. Okay. And then, what the hell? What the hell? There's some bugs there. Okay, let's start from the very beginning. I think I messed it up. Okay. That's how it works. Okay. Let's see, WOMP, robot, wobble, bass, box, it sounds like the voiced robot saying WOM. Have fun. There, I paid it back. I paid it back. Oh yeah, what was I doing? That was definitely a distraction, diversion. I was adding in bounces. Okay, bounces. Bounces, they need to be coded. Gotta write some code to play those bounces. So, same thing as before. Go. Bounce 1. Just follow the pattern. So is it update position that plays the bounce? Well, yeah, it would be inside of here. So I'll pass in the bounce clip audio. Oh, I don't need to. Okay, so say play bounce. There's enough copied code here that it warrants me doing this. I don't know if that needs a whole function. Let's just do yeah. I've got another event which is not like a proper bounce. It's just I wrote some code that if you just held the up button and it got all the way to the end, it would just kind of stop instead of letting you keep pushing the bounce up against it. My problem is with that is that it loses my bounce sound. Maybe there's another event. I think I could still play the bounce sound when you do that running up against the wall thing. The other thing that you might be noticing on the stream is that the bounce sound isn't playing right when you bounce. That is a streaming artifact. The sound is delayed as it's moving from one computer to the other. I've got a dedicated computer for streaming, and that one's going out to the internet, and the other computer that I'm working on and actually doing these sound effects is broadcasting to the first computer, which goes out to the internet, hence the delay in audio and video. At least that's what causes it. I don't know why it has to work that way, but it does. So I've got some other logic somewhere. Oh, it's in, I don't know. Okay. Okay, it's this code here. So all I gotta do is just play the bounce here, and I think I'm home free. But first I'm going to say one more criteria. If DZ is not already equal to 0, then we play. Because I don't want to continuously play it again and again. Dang it. Is there just like a math F close enough to 0 thing? I always hate doing this. I know what they're complaining about, but there should just be kind of a built-in function so I don't have to keep on doing it. Or wow. Say greater than. So if it's not 0, I don't know. I think this works. Floating point representation can store zeros, just all 0 bits. That's all it is. So I shouldn't have to worry about that. Okay. Let me try that. Pretty close to being done here. It's not what I wanted. I mean, sort of, but I shouldn't be able to keep pressing that and continue the sound. So right now I'm pressing down, and it continuously plays that sound. I only want it to play it the first time. Maybe this does need to be a larger number. Oh, well, it won't be. So it's really if the old DZ. No, that's not it either. That's not it either. Alright, let me just try this. So let's say float old DZ. So if I was moving before I tried to accelerate past a wall, and play the bounce sound, set the motion to 0, And now the next time accelerate gets called as I'm holding down the key, it's going to see that I'm already stopped, and it shouldn't play the bounce sound again. So let's try that. Nice. Perfect. That's got a satisfying sound to it. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright. Victory lap with maximize on play. Volume all the way to the max. I even like how it's just got this little bounce to a stop at the end. That works just fine. Okay. Try the other one. It's pretty cool. Alright. I think I might even try to get one more sound in. I'm just gonna check what time my sweetie's getting home, because I don't want to start trying to add another sound in if she's getting home at 8, which is like 15 minutes from now. What is your ETA? Okay, so the remaining sound, I think the last sound, I don't think I want any of the sounds beyond this, is the level selection sound. So you find the level you want. I want to go to the lower basement, you say, and then you press the enter key, and then it should play a good sound for going there. Do I want it to be a musical sound? Huh. If I do want it to be a musical sound, then it should be compatible with some other track that gets played while you're here in the level selection area. Let me play like one of my other compositions while I'm in the level selection area. So this one's pretty ambient. it's not the right music to go with it. Because that's supposed to be kind of awe-inspiring. And here you're just not any place that's supposed to have a big emotional effect on you. I don't know if I want to play any music here. Because this might be kind of a palate cleanser. Like, you're just in this sort of in-between space, and the game is paused. And if I do play something here, it'd be something real simple, like some little percussion beat thing. What do I want to hear when I hit enter? Whooshing. Whooshing. I think I want whooshing. And then you go in, you go towards the thumbnail. It starts coming up towards you, but I don't want it to look all gross and pixelated. I'll just fade to black while you zoom in. And then whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Let me see what I've already got in Socket, because I did do some samples inside of this other thing called Socket. Hate Our Houses was the track I used them on. Okay, saws. Let me hear all my sounds. That's not a bad sound. It's got reverb that's similar to my other sounds as well. Okay, there's the base of something there. So I think also at the beginning of it, I want some kind of more percussive type noise. That's kind of interesting. Okay. I think I got quite a few samples there that some combination of which would do fine. Close all that. Nope. Let's open. That one. Okay, that one. Maybe. Okay, what about? That's the whoosh. Okay, so go. So what if I try wind down low, and what was the other one? Howl low 1. Let's pull that full saw too. All right. Maybe howl and wind together. Let me try that. I'll select. So I want mono, 44.1, 32, 16 is fine. Okay. And then we pull in the howl, yes. And we pull in wind down. Almost feels like the wind should come in later. No. So let's have it start at the same time, but just elongate it. Maybe I want the wind in there, but it's too much right now, so let me turn it down, turn it way down. If I pull the wind out further. And there it's stretched enough that it sounds really kind of garbled. I don't know if I want that. Let's pull it in. I don't know. I think I'm overcomplicating it with the wind. This is a pretty good sound right here. And actually, it has a wind sound to it already. Okay, so if I take... If I just take this and I save it to... Yeah. That should do it. And add one more clip here. And so let me say it. I'll just return from there instead of doing anything else. Change this to my level select clip. Oh, I hate it when I recompile while it's playing. It tends to cause problems. Okay, save it. Save it all. And I think this is probably going to be it right here. This should be the last of the sound effects. Give me upper basement. Okay, that's my sound effect. Okay, I got all my sound effects in for the level selector. I'm happy with how they work. Alright, that's a session. That's a very good session for me. I got so much shit done, and I learned a general technique for fixing clicks in audio that I have not come across before, and I just figured it out through experimentation, scientific method. All right, stopping the stream right now.